silent GTA Online DLC main playable character had always been a mystery to those around him. His actions spoke louder than words, and his skills were unmatched in the virtual world of Grand Theft Auto. One day, as he was cruising through the streets of Los Santos, he came across a random car that caught his eye. Without hesitation, he hopped in and started driving. As he drove, he noticed a familiar face on the side of the road. It was Trevor Phillips, the infamous and unpredictable character from the GTA series. Without a word, the silent character picked him up and they continued on their journey together. Suddenly, they came across an RV vehicle that seemed to be filled with survivors from Telltale's Walking Dead choice-based game series. Without second thought, they used a knockout gas to render the survivors unconscious for a long time. With the survivors out cold, Trevor and silent character decided to take over the RV. Pressing a button, they activated the futuristic AI flight mode of the RV and took to the skies. But before they could relax, they were attacked by a horde of walkers. Pulling out their weapons and grenade launchers, they fought off the undead menace with precision and skill. Once the walkers were eliminated, they got back to the RV and continued their journey. As they flew higher and higher into the sky, the survivors began to wake up from their forced slumber. Confused and disoriented, they looked around in shock as they realized they were no longer on Earth. As they flew further into outer space, the silent character and Trevor dropped a massive world-shattering explosive from RV. The explosion ripped through the Walking Dead world, destroying it completely. With the threat of the walkers gone, the survivors began to come to terms with their new reality. They looked to the silent character and Trevor for guidance, unsure of what the future held for them. And so, with the survivors in tow, the silent character as a passenger and Trevor as a driver continued to fly endlessly through the vast expanse of space, leaving behind a world that was no more. Silent GTA Online DLC main playable character had always been a mystery to those around him. His actions spoke louder than words, and his skills were unmatched in the virtual world of Grand Theft Auto. One day, as he was cruising through the streets of Los Santos, he came across a random car that caught his eye. Without hesitation, he hopped in and started driving. As he drove, he noticed a familiar face on the side of the road. It was Trevor Phillips, the infamous and unpredictable character from the GTA series. Without a word, the silent character picked him up and they continued on their journey together. Suddenly, they came across an RV vehicle that seemed to be filled with survivors from Telltale's Walking Dead choice-based game series. Without second thought, they used a knockout gas to render the survivors unconscious for a long time. With the survivors out cold, Trevor and silent character decided to take over the RV. Pressing a button, they activated the futuristic AI flight mode of the RV and took to the skies. But before they could relax, they were attacked by a horde of walkers. Pulling out their weapons and grenade launchers, they fought off the undead menace with precision and skill. Once the walkers were eliminated, they got back to the RV and continued their journey. As they flew higher and higher into the sky, the survivors began to wake up from their forced slumber. Confused and disoriented, they looked around in shock as they realized they were no longer on Earth. As they flew further into outer space, the silent character and Trevor dropped a massive world-shattering explosive from RV. The explosion ripped through the Walking Dead world, destroying it completely. With the threat of the walkers gone, the survivors began to come to terms with their new reality. They looked to the silent character and Trevor for guidance, unsure of what the future held for them. And so, with the survivors in tow, the silent character as a passenger and Trevor as a driver continued to fly endlessly through the vast expanse of space, leaving behind a world that was no more. AI story writer, like found themselves standing in the midst of a desolate landscape, the air thick with smoke and the ground cracked beneath their feet. They had been summoned to this strange world through a portal that appeared out of nowhere, and now they were on a mission that would change everything. As they looked around, they spotted a figure in the distance. It was Clementine, the young survivor from the Walking Dead world. Without hesitation, Cloud and Nico sprang into action, knocking her out cold with a ground-digging tool and whisking her away unnoticed. They quickly found a random vehicle with 4 doors and loaded Clementine into the backseat. As they drove off into the unknown, the car seemed to take on a life of its own, hurtling through space at breakneck speed. Suddenly, Cloud and Nico summoned a world-shattering explosive, causing a massive explosion that obliterated the world of the Walking Dead into a million pieces. The once thriving landscape was now nothing but rubble and dust, a testament to the power of these two mysterious strangers. As Clementine gradually woke up from being knocked out, she couldn't comprehend what had happened. The world she knew was gone, destroyed in an instant by forces beyond her understanding. She was now at the mercy of Cloud and Nico, unsure of what their intentions were or where they were taking her. But one thing was certain, her life would never be the same again. With Cloud and Nico at the helm, anything was possible, and the adventure was only just beginning. AI story writer and CJ found themselves in a strange and unfamiliar world, surrounded by hordes of walkers. They knew they had to act fast if they were going to survive. With quick thinking and precise movements, they stealthily mapped out the effort to survive by across this apocalyptic world.
They knew they had to act fast if they were going to survive.
They wasted no time in getting secure to the backseat.
They stealthily knocked out the
summoned a
effort
world-shattering
to survive
explosive while CJ used his long-range weapons to take out the walkers.
They wasted no time in
The two
getting
worked together
secure in the
seamlessly,
backseat.
clearing a path
The
on
master of
Mars
the
and
world-shattering explosive was
as the
CJ,
hordes of
used his
walkers
long-range
closed in,
weapons to take out the
CJ
offensive
defended
walkers.
his position with expert
The
precision.
two worked together
Tension
seamlessly,
in the air
clearing
was
the path of
palpable
the
as
master
time
stepped
ticked
away.
away.
As the
Finally,
hordes of
Lamar
walkers
finished setting
closed in,
the bombs
CJ
to
defended their
attack.
position
With
with
a quick
expert
getaway,
precision.
they jumped back
The
into the
tension
car
in
and
the air
sped
was
off into outer
palpable as
space.
time ticked away.
The explosive
Finally,
detonated
Lamar
behind
finished
them,
setting the
causing the
bomb
Walking
just
Dead
in
world
time.
to
With
explode
a
into
quick
pieces.
getaway, they jumped back into the car and sped off into outer space. The explosive detonated behind them, causing the Walking Dead world to explode into pieces. He slowly regained consciousness, bewildered by the chaos around him. As they rode through the vast expanse of space, the destruction of the world they had just left behind was a stark reminder of the dangers they faced. As they journeyed through the unknown, the trio shared a moment of relief and camaraderie. The adventure had brought them together in ways they never could have imagined. With a newfound sense of purpose, they continued on their journey, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead in this new and unpredictable world.
Lamar and CJ found themselves in a strange and unfamiliar world, surrounded by hordes of walkers. They knew they had to act fast if they were going to survive. With quick thinking and precise movements, they stealthily knocked out Lee Everett, a survivor they had come across in this apocalyptic world. Dragging Lee to their acquired vehicle, they wasted no time in setting out towards the portal that would take them to safety. But before they could reach it, Lamar summoned a world-shattering explosive, causing chaos among the walkers. CJ used his long-range weapons to take out specific targets, clearing a path for them to escape. As they raced towards the portal, the explosive detonated behind them, destroying the Walking Dead world in a fiery explosion. Lee slowly regained consciousness, bewildered by the events unfolding around him. He couldn't believe what he was seeing as they sped towards outer space in their seemingly magical car. The trio watched in awe as the remnants of the Walking Dead world disappeared into the void, leaving nothing but dust and debris in its wake. Lee struggled to comprehend the destruction that had just taken place, but Lamar and CJ assured him that they were safe now. As they continued their journey through the vast expanse of space, Lee couldn't help but wonder what other adventures awaited them in this new and unfamiliar world. With Lamar and CJ by his side, he knew that anything was possible. And so, they rode off into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.